Ladies and gentlemen, bears and birds, welcome to Yan and the, shit, I stuttered. Great. Welcome to the...
Yan Reborn 2.0.
3.0, technically. Yan was a Let's Play channel before Commentaries, so...
Nobody remembers that, so...
No one needs to, it's fine.
Including me and Sol, so...
No one needs to. That didn't exist. That was the virtual boy of Yan. We don't need to talk about that.
Froggy!
There's no tail on that frog. Why are we already talking about Sonic? No. Why are we already talking about Sonic? I don't want to talk about Sonic. We're talking about Banjo.
The graphics remind me of Sonic Adventure 1 for some reason.
They're not the same quality, honestly. I mean, these don't look... For N64, this game, like, looks way... I mean, yes, it's the 360 port of the game, but, like, this game has no business looking as good as it does on the N64, honestly.
Oh yeah, I mean, like, just the way, like, you know, they, like, draw, like, the art and everything, it just really just looks good. Yeah,
everything pops, and, you know, for what they had to work with, honestly, because the N64 is complete shite, tech-wise.
Microsoft, boo.
Aww. So, yeah, Banjo Kazooie. This game is my game. I jam with it all day, every day. But I will say, and I'll bring up more specific instances. The N64 version is completely fucked compared to the 364.
Okay,
so, just always play the Xbox version of this game if you possibly can, because it's way better and fixes all the problems the N64 had.
Yeah, but not to mention you also got like proper camera controls.
Oh my god, yes, that was... Oh my god, you have no idea how much the camera did not fuck with me in this version. I mean, I still had a couple problems, but like, that's just age, I guess.
That seems to be like a theme with N64 and PS1 games, like, oh, camera, if they remake them, it's like, okay, did you fix the camera? Okay, 10 out of 10. If they didn't, 0 out of 10, fuck you.
I always love when any like reviewer or critic criticizes a 3D game's camera, because I'm like, I'm sorry, has there ever been a 3D game with like a good camera per se? Like, aren't they all terrible? I mean, some are more terrible than others, but it's like, it's always just kind of like, yeah, you know what you're getting into kind of thing.
Yeah, it's like I go into a 3D game and it's like okay, let's test the camera. Okay, where's the compromise? Oh, there it is. Okay, the camera sucks.
Yeah, you can immediately tell if it's going to be as smooth as butter or driving a dump truck up a snowy hill, because it's really bad sometimes.
Yeah,
the cauldron has eyes.
Huh?
The cauldron has eyes.
Everything has eyes, Zach.
Everything has googly eyes.
Yeah, that's where this meme comes from. Is everything in this game has googly eyes?
And guess what, Rob? I also have googly eyes on my glasses right now.
Why did you put googly eyes on your
Just
glasses?
because, mate. Just because, goddammit. Everything needs googly eyes.
Everything needs googly eyes. God damn it. So yeah, Banjo Kazooie. I came out in 98, I want to say. I didn't play it till like 99. When my cousins visited from out of state, and they brought this with, and they're like, hey, it's a pretty good game. And I'm like, holy shit, it's way better than Mario 64. And they're like, yeah, it is a lot better. And yep.
This game better be really good, because people won't shut up about it.
You mean shirt up?
Like,
or you mean shirt up?
Yeah, shirt up.
Well, in my opinion, it completely shits on Mario 64. However, that's like a very big debate that I don't know if we want to bring up for the sake of anyone who wants to create an argument in the comments about it. But
Yeah.
I think it's... It because of Mario 64 and all of its movement options and its much faster pace, I think Banjo's a bit slower, but because of that, it's a bit easier to get a hold of, like, get a grasp of, and like the gameplay feels better, in my opinion. Like in Mario 64, Sol, I think you remember in our previous commentary of that how many times I died during the Bowser level because of terrible movement in that game. Yeah, like it just in Banjo I never have those kind of issues, so it just always felt better to me as a game.
Yeah, because I was gonna say, like, coming from someone like that also played like both Mario 64 and Banjo Kazooie, is that when it comes to Banjo, like, it feels like you're in more control compared to Mario.
Much better.
So apparently the villain is some kind of a witch.
Right. So the plot is Banjo's sister Tootie was on her way to Banjo's to like hang out and have fun or whatever, but the witch, unrelated, found out that Tootie is considered the cutest girl in the land, and then kidnaps her to steal her good looks. And that's it. That's the plot.
Huh, that sounds like an anime.
I mean, yeah, kinda. I mean, the sequel gets even more anime because it actually has like drama and people dying and like cutscenes and stuff like that. This is probably the simplest plot they have in the series.
You know, just because the villain is a witch, it makes me think of that one Bugs Bunny game, which, like an early 3D Bugs Bunny game, where the villain was also, well, one of the villains was also a witch.
Well, I was gonna
I
say.
don't remember what the game was.
Well, I was gonna say, like, what you're talking about, I believe, like, that was also, like, it was, like a one Looney Tunes short where, like, Bugs, like, I think went to a mansion, and I believe it was, like the same witch that was, like, you know, trying to cook him up as rabbits do.
Is it the one with that, like, iconic laugh?
Yeah.
Like, I'll put a clip if I can find it. So right now we're doing the tutorial. Normally, you get a choice between doing the tutorial or just getting all the moves from the tutorial so you can skip it. I mean, I still have to go through the tutorial, but I don't have to stop and talk to Bottles the Mole repeatedly to learn the moves. So this is just to cut time, basically. But what I'm collecting right now are... oh god, I forgot what these are called. They said the name. They're called honeycombs because I thought that was the health bar, which looks similar but are a different collectible. I don't know. You collect 8 of them, and you get an extra health piece, like permanently added to your thing. So
yeah. I also will say is that I love how like in the Xbox version of it, we have both Banjos. They're like very super smooth compared to the N64 version.
Very much so.
Along, you know, with the longer draw distance as well.
Yeah, that was that. I think there's been a couple instances where we'll see like pop-in, or like, for example, like an enemy in the distance that's really large. They'll always have the enemy like on screen or rendered, but it won't like activate until you get closer, and you'll notice the point of activation where they like start clipping into animations when you get closer to them. It's very funny.
Oh yeah.
I guess that's a way to save memory or something.
Right.
You know, N64.
Yeah. Real talk, Rare, like, when people like praise them for their N64 days, like they were literally technical marvels during this era. Like they figured shit out before anyone else did a lot of the time.
And not to mention, like, they also had like they did really like some interesting stuff, like of the hell they had to go through like with the N64 just to like make shit work.
Right. Like they even have cut features that we'll probably talk about a little bit later, but there are cut features in Banjo and the sequel, so that like link the two games together. So the amount of time it would take to explain and the amount of video there is left, there's no point right now. So
we are already in the end of the game because we're about to go to the witch.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, great.
We're already there. Yep. Good talk. Thank you for watching, everybody. But yeah, that whole tutorial thing. Oh, that's I don't think it has a name, but when they like close the doors and activate it, it like transfers the beauty between the two. I don't show the game over screens, but the game over screens shows the process, so.
Yep, and I will say, like, the game over screen is, like, super hilarious.
Yeah, it has one of the, like, side character friends hitting on Grunty because she looks, like, pretty or whatever.
Yep.
You know, there's only one thing that makes me like recognize that this is made by Rare, and it's the heads during the text boxes.
Yep, that's the Rare thing.
I think they did that in DKC too. Kind of.
Did they? I don't know. I never really played much of Donkey Kong Country, so.
Well, I was gonna say, like, actually, either it was either 2 or Country 3 that actually, they used that before. They've, like, used it again for, like, a DK64 and Banjo.
Yeah, I know the Banjo games do it for sure, like, that's their trait. And I guess now Ukulele does it, so. So, the main collectible, jigsaw pieces, or just jiggies for short.
Get jiggy with it!
Yeah. You collect those, and those are like your power stars in Mario. You find jigsaws, bring them to portraits of other worlds, and then you fill in the missing pieces, and it opens those worlds. Yay, that's it. Yeah, it's easy.
Mumbo's Mountain.
Yeah, first level, boys. But that's in the next part. So, see you then.